Okay, so that seems to be working. Okay, so yeah. Hey guys, Tanetth here. So it's been a while. I know it's been a while. I uploaded last Monday, I believe. Tech episode. Now I do plan on continuing to upload. Don't worry about that. This is going to be earlier bits are going to be more of a channel update. Generate preview. Can we regenerate that a couple of times? There we go. So if you want a seed that has a green start for not .16, because we're still playing that, because Factorio 0.17 hasn't come out. If you want the seed, there it is. Lowe's the regen. So we're doing Rail World. I actually will be making this a little bit of a custom game. So I want my starting area to be very big. I want my resources, mainly my coal, to be very good, and the rest to be good. Okay, and the crude oil can be very good, and the uranium could be good. I want to start off with a very rich world. That way we're actually getting stuff done and I won't have to get into trains early enough. So we're going to generate that and see where it takes us. I'm planning on doing this for maybe 2-3 hours max. I don't know. So I am also looking at I also have my YouTube thing down below, and I find it funny that YouTube says, oh, no, okay, now it says crap. Okay. So yeah, this is free play. We do have the black market installed. We do have several things installed, and I thought this was a green world. You doth lie. But that's not that bad of a start. That's pretty close. Also, in this world, well, in this game, we can get robots relatively early on, though they're not the best. I do have a small set of robots for myself already for constructional purposes and all, but yeah. Gotta love mods that need to be re-updated so you could actually use all the solar panels. Okay, so I get to start off with a car. I get to start off with a little bit of a rail world, some stuff for a rail network, and all, which is nice. Let me get the deconstruction planner. Now, as you can see, the water is not well generated, is probably the best way of saying it. Now, the reason for that is actually because the map we have, it has choke points, the choke points mod, which allows for me to build strategic choke points where I want the aliens to come and destroy me practically. And then I also have finite water, which makes water reserves. So say I want, there we go, we want 2 drains, 3 pumps. So for this one, I don't want it here, I want that water in there. Okay, so if I were to take the pump, put it there, and make a few underground pipe, there we go, and then that, we will get notification of this pond. I believe this is the pond. I take you up and put you back down. Pond has one offshore pump with 8% of its water volume depleted. So it will drain this and, in effect, put landfill. Now, this is different than other landfills because this mod, will remember, hey, there was a pond here. And actually know, okay, that's a pump, that's a drain. Yeah, I need 2 more pumps. No. Okay, now there we go. So if I put a drain here, and a pump right on that little pond, which will just be drained by the, Now, of course, I just deleted a bunch of water, which isn't the best idea. But, so we're currently forcing water into this pond, which is nice. We're getting it so we can get a lot of stuff done. Basically, I want to clear these lakes right here out because I do not want them here. So, basically, this is going to be a little while. For the person watching the stream, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. I know, YouTube is saying I'm not at high enough streaming volume, but my OBS says I am, so I don't know. But welcome to the stream. Currently, like I said, we're trying to drain all the water into this one. It would probably be better if I jump to here and then jump down to here and use this lake as my steam engine reserve. Now, we will be dealing with infinite water at one point or another, but it will be different than how most would think that you would have infinite water. And no, I'm not just saying that because, hey, we have finite water. I'm actually saying that because we will actually be dealing with, we want that. Now, of course, I know I want to drain that pond. I also don't want to use too much pipe to drain it. So now this pond, this lake will fill this pond will fill this lake, and this lake right here will also fill this pond. Okay, at which the final bit I'm going to do, which is actually going to need another pump, is going to be 2 pumps here, to the 2 drains over here. So yes, early on I am making a bunch of pipe. For not even generating power. Just to transport water around, so at 50%. Now, it doesn't label the lakes on the map, which would be a nice feature, but I believe they're talking about this one right here. So we should see that, it would be also nice if we didn't just get a text notification, But as you can see, I have a lot of other games. You also have to check your pumps every so often because they'll actually flip. Let's see, which one's draining? Once it hits 90, you'll see what happens. When it reaches 90, when it reaches its limit. Now, there we go. It was this lake. As you can see, it is actually giving landfill. Now, here's the thing. It's not giving landfill in the sense of actual landfill. I could put a pump here, yes, but I could put a drain right along the edge of this, and it'll turn back into having water. You're filling it back up in all honesty. And this looks more like how you should deal with landfill. That you dry up the lakes, not just... Now, either way honestly works. It's the problem with using landfill is you're displacing water, okay? If you're displacing water, water still has to go places. So it would just raise the water level. It would just flood out further until it would evaporate. So in this, you actually have to pump up the water. Now, that sort of does also mean nuclear reactors aren't really going to be of use in the aspect of, hey, you want to use water? Yeah. You could use the infinite water supply, which you'll be making eventually, or you could just send a bunch of trains my way and just give me a bunch. Wow, that was bad. Or I could just take, you know, two trains myself for you to keep me filled with water. So now then, this lake is was getting filled by two lakes. Well, a pond, a lake, filling here, and now is filling over here. So at which we actually still have two pumps, which is nice. Which means we can actually go get the coal over here. Wow, we got a crappy coal reserve. We're probably going to get a train set up for coal ASAP. But we can get we can just get our power supply set up. And here's the thing with one of them, with the finite water. It also adds, I also have the outpost space, which gives us opportunity to use power, which I find funny. The reason I find it funny is because, oh, it's you're using compressed air. Yeah, you heard me right. We're using compressed air. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then we just do 2 of these. So now these are only as good as your water storage, which also means tanks for water are going to be very freaking useful. So yeah, I'm hoping there's audio. I swear if there isn't, I'm going to be a little peeved. 1 second, I need to check something. On YouTube quickly. Yeah, the stream seems to be better. I don't know if that one counts as me. I doubt it. Okay. Let's see. 1 second. Do that. There we go. And there goes everything, so I don't know if anyone's talking. There we go. Let's see. Okay, there. So yeah, let's remove this little dry tree. So we also do have some nice power poles. I'm probably going to stick to the wooden ones for the majority of this, unless I need to. As for power, I like using the burner inserters because they are practically a source of power that's excluded from the entire power bill. So, which is nice and all. The problem I'm going to have is getting the coal from here to there, which I could just set up a simple back forth train system, which would work. It would be cheap. It would be just a simple to get power flowing again. Well, to get power flowing. We'll give 4 to that. Okay, we'll do right to here. This is not how I imagined my start for this video either, so making like a simple one-way train system to offload to practically cheap out on the the only problem is that achievement goes off. Build a locomotive within the first 90 minutes remaining time. Okay, and then we need that, and we need you. Going the opposite direction. Okay, now the problem is I'm going to have to manually keep that full of coal every so often. So we at least do have a way to transport coal around earlier than this is. As you can tell, I'm laughing because I find this sad and funny. Okay, so I'm going to want these inserters over here filling the coal. I'm going to want one of these Masso power poles. I mean, it's one way to get power over. One way to get coal situated. Let's see. We're going to add this inventory empty. Which one are you? Okay, wrong one. Add time past 30 seconds. Okay, then we're going to add this until your inventory is empty. Okay. At which the only belt I have is that, so I gotta do that better. Two, three, four. No, that's not going to work. Okay, basically it's going to have to go like that. Do that, and then you. Okay, that should get fuel situated. I'm going to actually chuck some wood into you for now. I'm just going to have to be very careful when walking back here. Okay, now you can... I don't need you right now because I don't have a fuel stop. Okay. So then we can plug you in here. Okay, the other leg is about to collapse. At which, now then, let's actually head to the other... to there. Again, since we're using wood, our max speed is not going to be that efficient. Okay, enter. Okay, now wood crates I know can burn. And that should be giving more than enough power. For the coal to be situated. So this gets around the belt. It helps a little. It's very temporary until I can get a better setup going. So yeah, then I need some iron being pulled. Okay, and I do get to start off with a couple furnaces, which are nice. Go. Alt, how much coal did you get? 85, and there's a bunch waiting there again. So this is possibly going to work. Keyword there is possibly. Fuel. I mean, it is feasibly working right now. So it's not like it's like, I don't want to work. It's at least, fine, I will work, but not that efficient. So it works roughly. Better to work roughly than not at all. And so, let's see. Okay, so it's going back, and we have enough coal on the last 2 guys, plus another shipment. If you know what, let's actually go to games speed 3. Because I do need some of this coal myself for these, and it would be... There we go. So now then we got copper and iron, which we will also export into some boxes, so that way it's continually made. It does mean that we're eating more coal, and I am doing a little bit of manual work in the aspect of just getting coal distributed, because I don't have any splitters. I could just simply add a little coal split here. And do it like that. That way the train can get fueled by itself, and I won't have to manually fuel it. I'll just have to manually fuel the engines. So it does mean this is just sitting here waiting for fuel to be eaten. So that actually helps. Okay, I heard I saw that a lake was draining. Yeah, so this lake is near empty. Halfway empty, which is good, which means we'll be able to expand that way easier without this lake in the way. So then we also will need this blueprint. At which I'm actually going to clear out all these trees and stone. That way I could just sprawl upward to the north. So I do want to know how your guys' days are going. Okay, so this lake is about to dry up. I do want to get a radar down, two radars down wherever okay, they're in my hotbar. Okay. Okay, so my PC's acting up again. Just gather me the stone. I'll pick up the rocks, the coal. You get me all the crap that's grown here. Also gets me a lot of food. As it's slowly starting to turn to landfill. So these lakes, well, these dried up lakes count as storage tanks. I believe I could throw anything in them. I haven't tested that yet. But considering that lake's drying up, we're doing pretty well. We're going to throw a radar over here. Now, I know this is not going to be efficiently placed. It's just going to be placed where I can at least see the entirety of my base. It'll get me two tiles scanned at a time, which is nice and all. It'll also keep my base visible, so I'll be able to fly around, see what all needs built and all that. I do have one RoboPort that I could place down, which I actually am going to. Mainly at my power supply, and put the put half my robots in. And make a couple of these tools. I'm not going to use the logistics network. I'm going to store them there anyway. But I'm going to put repair kits in there so that anything that gets damaged within that radius gets repaired nicely. So you should be eating coal and wood. Okay. So the radars are helping eat some power to get the water drained. Did say 90, so I do have to walk the entire... There we go. So it's almost... This one's almost drained, then the pond will drain. And then this will drain into here. So at this point, I could take this blueprint. I don't believe I have the materials to make it. Sure, give me some more wood. But I do want to make it as close to this water source so I could get the most out of my land. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, there we go. So this will eat all of the resources in my inventory at this time, but it will also get, hopefully, enough for me to get some tech done. Now, tech, I need to get done. I start off with 2. I'm going to give myself 3 more. There we go. Pond has been depleted. So as you can see, that is now inactive and inactive. Let's also just take all you out, so I can get all those back. Where's my construction zoning? Okay, so they're now going. They just had a few orders to do. I do have, also mod-wise, I do have the ruins mod that allows me to go find pieces of fallen bases, as well as spawns enemies that are different than the biters. They're actually going to be gun turrets and all that. This lake's almost drained as well. That, as you can tell, that's pretty much a bad thing that's happening, is the amount of water we're going through. So, and keep in mind, we haven't even gotten our tech set up. Okay, tech-wise, we need automation, logistics. So, 10, 20. 10, 20, wait, no, 10, 30, 10, 30, 70. We're going to need 100, at which I do have a way to get them slightly auto-crafted earlier than what the game wants. And depleted. So the next one that's probably going to get depleted is this guy. Just make all the furnaces. And use up all my belt that I don't really have. Did they already place out? No, they didn't. They're starting to, however. Looks like they're still placing out belt. Okay. Times 10. This will drain my batteries, I know that. Holy crap, I had enough. Okay, so... where did they get that belt, is the question. Okay, I knew I didn't have enough stone, so not a big surprise there. I'll probably just use this burner rig to get my stone for the time being. Wow, we got a lot of iron done in a short amount of time. How's it copper? Same story. Yeah. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, and do red tech. There we go, and then I just need to power up these. And then that. There we go. That'll get us more than enough red tech. Okay. That should take no time at all. That should take no time at all as well. It's already been half an hour, and we've already gotten yellow belt tech practically done. Okay, we want logistics, I believe. And logistics 1B. So now then, also we have all of this that we could produce, made it geothermally heated water, crude oil mining. I didn't know we could get oil from the geothermal from these guys. We do have flares as well. There we go. Let's do lights. Then steel. And there we go. We got all the really important... oh yeah, we need steel casting. I don't believe we'll have enough. But now then I can just do this. And take a good amount of you. Over and finish this off. So we'll get iron and coal, copper melting done within relative ease. Are we already? Wow. Oh yeah, not to mention I need to check this. Yeah, I was hoping for that much anyway. I just need to manually craft a bunch more. We're almost done. We're going to need a lot of power poles, I know that. Okay, everything's powered up now. And I have more of those. I'm going to need well, how many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 5, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and I'm going to need 6 of these. There we go. So that's all of that done. And of course it's the iron that I'm lacking. There we go. Get a couple of these guys. Couple of these guys. So this coal right here, I'm going... Okay, it is actually using coal as a fuel, which is nice. I'm actually going to turn this portion right here into a into more of a, hey, you want to come this way, fine, as a divider, so I have a certain amount of coal already being pre-allocated to... Okay, I'll be right back.
I know what I'm looking for.
Where did I? Sunglasses. Did I place it actually over here? Yes. No. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the long break. Had to go help unload some groceries. So, yeah, sorry about that. I would have thrown up a intermission card, but I also don't have any music to go with it. So, there's that little aspect too. So I no longer need these. And those need to switch directions. So because we got all of this saturated, we can actually work on getting the rest. Now I know this stream's going to be a little awkward at this point because of how I had to go do some other stuff. So that we got a nice 2-to-1 balancer maybe. I do not want it pulling out any iron. That would suck. Let's see. Let's get some more quarries. I'm doing the 10 times just to get crafting done faster. Yeah. Let's see how wide of an area did we have now. Sweet. We have uranium. We found uranium. That's grand. We found some ruins. We got a ruin that I want to go to. That one's one I want to go to. Haven't seen that one before. I know what that one is. That one's a bunch of splitters, I believe. Walls, maybe. All of this, I have no clue what it is. A nice oil yield, a nice iron yield, a nice ocean, and a nice coal reserve. That's going to be, and that's going to be right near our boundaries. Holy crap. So I'm going to use this area predominantly. We will have multiple engines by the looks of it. Steam engines in different locations, which means coal is going to be going everywhere. Little one right here, nice sized one right here. Walls, wall, 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 wall. Wall, wall, giant wall right there. And that will take care of a lot of coverage. Mostly where the aliens are. Though that lone turret does not help, does not bode well for me anyway. We also could use steel for the, where did all my quarries, there be all my quarries. I do not want to grab any iron. There we go. So, do that. The reason I'm having it roll along the edge like that. Now, this is going to be an optical illusion. If I go back to normal speed. You can see it's a nice optical illusion right there. Okay, we're going to go here. We're actually going to have that side load there. And we're going to bring these in, actually. Hacked splitter, and then some more belt. Let's go back to 10. Not as fast as the crafting speed, but it'll get things done. Hacked balancer, output priority of that side. And the way I'm going to want to do it is oh yeah, I have I have to place a bunch of inserters as how many? A crap ton. Okay. And I also have to get power out to here, so... So there we go, let's get this power grid set up. And get me some underground belt. There we go. And there we go. It's compact. So I'm probably... Okay, so let's actually head back up. Mainly over to here. We got all of our... So I'm probably going to bring the coal over, like, out of here, around in this way. I'm going to need stone brick, and I know that. Gotta love it when your computer starts buzzing and the only way to solve it is to hit it. So all of those were saturated. Basically, it's all inserters that we need right now. And then, you know, power grid linking. Any more ghost blocks? Couple here. Don't see any more ghosts in that section. Yeah, I got a bunch of ghosts over in the copper section, however. Basically, I needed to create all of them. Okay, back to 100. Run back through to make sure. Okay, good. Now that I don't have any iron... And just to get the iron situated... Maybe 1,000. Now back to 3. Okay, so we got 50 iron. That'll at least get me another 2 of you. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to do either another independent train line like I have the coal doing right here, or do another something else. So I want to get this one situated. So we're going to go 1. There we go. and up. Power grid these three, please. Now, the problem is that the fact that I'm running these back and forth is a little bit of an issue. So yeah. Trains going back and forth, delivering the coal. It's a nice, quicker route, I'll give it that. Got a good amount of copper now. Irons mostly. Let's get the coal situated through all 6 of these. Basically, I'm probably going to want to do a 1 to 6 balancer, which is going to be very broken. That's what that's going to be. So from here, I'm going to have my coal go this way. So my coal is going to be at this point. So this is a coal. Let's actually just pull it that way to begin with. Okay. Let's do that. $1,000, please. There we go, and that's the coal line, mostly there. There we go, that goes like that. Perfect. That's going to be where our corner is, so again, it's still me manually transporting the iron, but nice if this game had natural game control speed without the fact of you needing to use console commands. Make this game a bit nicer on the, hey, we're going to give you stuff that you can't really do. There we go. Back to 1,000 times. $44 should be more than enough. Yeah, that was perfectly enough. So we'll do that. A splitter. And that's one set of, hey, we have no fuel removed from play. So that's nice. Of course, I do have this little extra because could just duplicate this and go forward some, which I do plan on doing. But I could also just go backwards. Once we have these depleted, I could just remove this and just go backwards, which would probably be a better idea in the long run. So the next thing I'm going to have to do is get it so I can now get my... I want to get the coal situated first, because it'll just make things a lot easier in the long run. But I do need to get that iron belt over to here as well, so I could get these 4. As who's mining coal? Thought I told you not to mine coal, because that's not mining iron, you're not mining iron, but you're going to be mining coal. Not what I wanted to see. One, 2, 3. We're just going to need as many as I can get. I want to get the bit that splits all the copper, not copper, not charcoal, coal set up. That way I could just do underground belt when I have my iron set up. Sooner I can get this set up, the faster I can get to actually producing some other stuff. Like actually producing these correctly. Being a nice good point. That should get me a little bit more than a stack in 15. The other idea I could do is buy iron ore and ship it through here just as a, hey, I can't even produce anything, let me... If you give me X, Y, and Z, I will make sure you can at least do some stuff with the iron, but at this point I want this one to come this way. It's almost at that max point, and I'm going to have to break it, have it simplify into the... Each one of these, I have a feeling on this one, is going to have their own dedicated reserve of iron quarries. But at this rate, I could just stand here, get a crap ton of iron ore, and just spam it in the first 4. Holy crap, I was right, the first 4. And then just take all that. Get the last remaining belt. Now, of course, I'm going to have to turn this around, have it do an underground belt and all that over here, but that's not what we're dealing with right now. What we're dealing with right now is getting the iron up here. And there we go, we have our first, and finally our first. Going to want that, yeah. Going to want that, we're going to want splitter. Going like that and that, going like that, coal going like that, and the splitter. Which means now I could just go and place out. So I need 4 of these. good amount of you to do this with. One splitter. And finally, so yeah, we're really killing the amount of, we're really killing that. We need to get copper into these two right up here for this one and that one. Which, given the distances here to here, it may have its own small dedicated train line like this one does. Going from around this, around the iron to here, drop off, and get sorted. Which doesn't sound like a bad idea in all practice. And I'll put 2 cars on this one, actually. And then we need another station here. And I'll get at least 1 coal guy set up. Let's grab all this. And we're going to want another one right here. Practically piggybacking off that one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That and that. And at this point, I'll just place these 2 here. I don't have access to building anymore because I don't have any copper. But now we have 2 trains running back and forth, which is... It's okay. It's not grand, but it's okay. I'm going to have to manually throw coal into here every so often. But we do have iron being made with ease, and I could just chuck some iron ore into there. Okay, and we get some more quarries, because iron is what we really need right now. I want to get the 4 iron done, then get on to making the copper one work. Because we use a lot more of this than we do of anything else. So, speed up. Also, since the aliens are that far, we could probably get away with a good amount of pollution and not really have to reel in any of the side effects until way later than what I would expect. I'm going to have to place a primitive dude there. Place this guy there. I have 3 left, so 1, 2, 3. But yeah, that's already backed up over here. So it's literally just grab the iron. 1, 2, 3, and then a bunch of you. Two. At which 3 doesn't need to exist. This needs to go there. And to keep it symmetrical, I'm just going to have it not connect up until I place the other splitters, because it's just going to really kill the amount of stuff going through anyway. Let's see, how much drop frames? 3%. Okay, that's not that bad. Do that. And last but not least, okay, now that we got the iron situated, we can actually worry a little bit more now about copper. Now, since I do have all this belt here, I can get this started. There we go. Yeah, at least get copper started to get moved back and forth. Add. Be nice if it actually used stations. Zach, okay, add Zach, empty, Blood Scourge, time passed. There we go. And that can be deleted because we don't have a fuel stop. Okay, now since that's going to try dumping, and like I said, this is going to need to slowly back up. So we need 5, 10, 16, 7. And I didn't mean to make that big of a noise, but I did. There we go, there. And there. I believe I could just have these merge. Yeah, I can. Have them merge like that. And then do that. And there we go. So copper, iron and copper are saturated. We have our... The problem is we're not going to be bringing in much copper at a time, because we're mainly focused on using that. So it's right at this moment, it's just getting the amount of quarries we need. And we need a crap ton of them. like we're going to need a metric crap ton of copper on this one. So there we go. That should be more than enough. Speed 1000 to get that crafted quicker. Well, yes, I have the mod I have that gave me all this stuff is for skip first hour 3. Yeah, it might be a good idea to throw a fuel line on these guys. Just a small idea. Just an idea. Get a little bit of that coal, and we'll get a little bit of this coal over here. I don't want to do this, but I sort of need to if I want to have these trains function as a temporary train, well, as the temporary source that they are. I could just set output priority the this first. That way these do act as a, hey, we are second to this, as, wow, our trains are actually in unison. For the most part. Let's see. I made a bunch of quarries, so actually place all these down like so. Like I said, this is going to be interesting. 3, and wow, we're going to actually have more than 4 lines like I thought. Okay. So I want to do this proportional to how much we're really needing, and considering we're not even making a we're starting to back up. Really, I want to go to there and take 15 of these over to the coal chart. And why do I keep saying I love this game? I've played this game way too much, apparently, if I'm mistaking copper and coal. Okay, that'll at least get us a good amount of copper being mined and pulled out of here. Just, you know, still need iron. Do that. There we go, that saturated that side of things. Okay, we're going to place that there. And that there. That should most definitely work. So now it's just really a matter of getting the iron powered up too, and getting the iron powered up. Let's see how much copper comes out of it. We're going to actually slow that down to 1, so I can see how much. 220. So back to 3 now. Okay, so we've got 220. Okay, let's do that. We're going to that and just bring this straight down. Bring you straight down, and this is going to be interesting down here because of that coal. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1. There we go. So we got at least our how we're going to set these up already laid out. There we go. Just a real matter of getting more of I can't talk today. Getting more copper onto the main. There we go. I really wish I didn't use up all the belts. Let's just take that so I could merge these. There we go. Not really a 3-to-1 balancer, but it'll work. But that should take care of relatively everything. So now we move on to the more fun part. Now, while the copper is really not set up to be the way it needs to be, there we go. Now it's set up correctly. So each one has its own dedicated, so it will. Now the only problem is I'm probably going to want to up this wait time. Let's see how much it gets before it goes. Almost 300. That's not good. Blood Scourge. Wait a whole minute. That should give it a couple of K per. Because if we were just getting 300, we should be able to get like a total of 500. Let's see, we arrive with almost a K. So if we did 2 minutes, this would arrive with 1K per. I could set this up to be a go to manual, delete, add item count. actually greater than or equal to 1,000, and that being turn off copper ore, then go to automatic. So it will wait till there's 1,000. Whoops, I have my variable backwards. Yeah, there we go. I had my variable backwards. Whoopsies. But now we should be getting, practically, we will mine out 1K per shipment. So that should take about 607 trips back and forth before that copper is depleted. Now that does mean I can't spend more than 1,000 copper, which isn't the greatest. Okay, so let's get some splitters because I'm going to need to make a 4-to-4 balancer. Get a couple of you. What would be a good idea would be to grab all of the wood out here and all the stuff that's going to prevent me from building out here now, but we got a nice large area to build. So we're going to want a 4-to-4 here. Go. Give me some of these belts. Okay, if I'm right, that goes like that. These get pulled back some. There we go. Let's at least get this guy situated. Well, I did give myself a nice amount of room. Actually, if I want to expand this way, really? So I have a 2 right now. Go. First things first, I am most definitely getting my wonderful belt situated, because I am getting tired of crafting this and switching from 3 to 10 to 3 to 10. Now, with this, since it is landfilled, I can put belts here, which is nice. Makes my life a lot easier. Okay, there we go, and there's that. And then all the way to this guy. Really? 3? There we go. Get at least a nice sized belt. And let's actually get a blueprint of how big the belt is. That way we can get a nice distance for all of them. Well, I didn't mean to make these guys. But there we go. We can expand all the way up to here, which is nice. So we have our iron situated. Our copper is actually situated. How much is left on here? Wow. So how much of a K are you at now? I'm just checking if, yeah. So it will do 1K per, which is nice. That means each of these are getting about 500. So I actually want this to be 2K at Blood Scourge. So I do need to offload that first. Let's see. So I know first and foremost I want to get my belt, gears and belt. So let's grab all of this. There we go. Gets me all that. I do need to place you there. But this at least gets me a nice mini base, start up to a mega base. So we have 20 of you. So we're going to use this one. Now, for gears, it's 2 per second. So we're going to be crafting 2 per second. So we want 4 per second. It would be 4 per second with 2. So 2, well, 4, 8, 12, 16. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That should be more than enough. Especially with the amount of iron I have on this line, this should take care of my gears for early on. There we go. $20. So yeah, once we're actually, so I'm probably going to have a main rail line going straight up and down and expanding off of that. So this is one mini factory set up. Three, there we go, and let's grab a couple of these guys. There we go. I'll get the gears situated, and there we go. So again, this should probably make more than enough gears than we're going to need early on. There we go. So let's get our Bus extended twice fold. We're most definitely going to be, I do have loaders in it, and I am going to make a storage bus. Make a better storage bus, a circuit ran storage bus anyway. So there we go. Going to want to take off from here. Splitter. There. And out this way. Underground belt. Splitter. Off that. Underground here. Do that. And we'll get this one for our personal supply of yellow belt. There we go. Let's actually use fast inserters on these ones. And get a normal wooden chest there. There we go. And craft that up, craft that up. So that'll give us our personal supply of these belts, which we're going to limit to the first row. So that gets this taken care of. Now, the next bit I'm going to want to do is probably right here with the copper, which will require a 4-to-4. Which we'll have this. We will have a proper 4-to-4 over here. Eventually, we need to drain out this iron, the stone for certain. So let's see. Here, 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 and here, I believe, and then underground. There we go, just do that. Let's go grab this. Yeah, you've achieved what I wanted for certain. So this one is a little off. I wanted it to be a little bit exactly on. But yeah, that's never going to happen. There we go. So we're going with that, and the others are going to come in like that. So we currently have a 2-to-4 balancer. And here's the thing. I have too much space in here, so all of this is going to have to be shifted over. For the time being, I could do this. Give me a few more splitters. you to you to you. One, two, three, four, and up. There we go. Get that fixed up again. There we go. So really, we're going to end up with a, let's grab my belt again. Will this line up the way I want it to? That, do that, that. Please have enough belts. Okay, so it's going to do that. So it's just it's not really, that's not really a balancer. It's more of, I'm splitting it to 4 because I'm going to have to bring it into 4. But this up here is a 4 to 4 balancer. This is a 2 to 4 balancer, but as you can tell, it's not really balanced in any aspect of the word. But that does mean these will carry out a huge load, but we'll be able to divide it out to what we need. So up here, it takes how long to make a red tech? 5 seconds. So let's get the gears to meet right there. We can get copper to meet right there. And we're going to need more belt. Should be more than enough. Bus. And that's going to be where we're going to, once we get the red tech going, we're good. I'm sorry for the earlier jump. Yeah. There we go. So like I said, it's going to be a very visual, we're trying to fluctuate something we know we do not have the supplies for. There we go. So we're going to want red tech here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. More of these, please. 1 here, 1 there. Doom. Okay, and then all of that goes there. And red tech will meet here. Okay, so we're going to need 5, 10, 15, 20 of these. We're going to need a power pole right there. As we're going to have to do that and that to power the input and outputs. Okay, so I'm afraid to look how much space we've already used on the minimap for this area. Wow. Okay, so map. Wow, if half is right here, We did pretty well. So you have how much on you? You're filling back up with the 2K, so I'm sure the copper's like, oh, come on, you're evil. So now then we just gotta set this to red tech. Oh, I forgot the 5 on the bottom. That's where, like, huh, didn't need 5. No, yeah, I'm a doof. There we go. So that will take care of red tech. Now, where do I want to do my tech? Because I know if I do this, I would have to, that would mean I would have to do green tech over here, which doesn't sound that bad of an idea. The only problem is I'm going to have to ship green circuits over to here. Because I have this already set up. To be honest, I could just do this and then have that and mix right here. And just give a little extra power, and I have the start to my green tech being made right here, as well as my personal supplies. So it's pretty much a good idea, in all honesty, to do that over here. I'll have to do another one of these setups and have the circuits be squeezed through. I'll give it that. All this is meant to do is just give me the tech. So if I'm going to do tech over here, I'm going to want this up to here then. And I'm going to want my 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Two, so that's 6. I want 1, 2, 3, 4 more. That way I'm dealing with nice even numbers. And I believe I can actually go 10 that way as well. So rows of 2 by 5. Well, 2 this way. Well, 5 this way. Well, 2 of these. So 2 columns. So like this. Okay. I'm going to have you down here because that's where I want you right now. You can go there, there, there to there, there to there. Okay, and since I have the mod that auto says, hey, you can't place that here, that goes there. And all of them are powered. Let me get 10 inserters. And red tech wise, we should have no issue producing what we need. So since we're doing this 10, we could literally just put more labs behind it and do a lab section here, but since my bus is going to go here, yeah. So green tech requires inserters. So after we get fluid handling, we're going to need to get to steel production, and steel We're going to need to drain this lake. Not what I was aiming for, but okay. We're also going to want, okay, I guess that quarry's drained. We're also going to want to be careful of the rails. I'm probably going to want to have, I really wish I was given some fluid. Ooh, wait. I don't need fluid cars. I'm an idiot. I have this right here, which gives me tank storage in the normal train. So I could just do, I don't have the materials for it, however. I only have one locomotive left. This is going well. So, okay, we have this, which means we can make the storage tanks. We're going to want to get this, because this will replace our power. We're going to want turrets, this, military, and all that. So, we got some nice solar. Wow, 250. How much do you? Where are you? Air compressor, right there. You produce 300, so it would be 3 of these per one steam engine. 150 kilowatt, 250 kilowatt. Well, part of me wants to know what these look like, so I'm going to probably end up making these just for making things look different, but do we really? What? So we make substations before we make big electric poles. And big electric poles require high-tech science. Okay, sure, whatever. But yeah, as you can see, we also have these guys. Nuclear robots. So yeah, we do have a lot. What are high voltage transformer? What? Transforms energy stored in batteries into a form that can be used to power heavy duty. Oh. Low volt transforms energy. Huh. I didn't know that. So I have vehicle. Huh. That will be interesting. Because I do have this helicopter too. It sucks efficiency-wise, but let's get back to getting some red tech. We want these guys. Now the only problem is they do require coal. And one second. PUMP. Yeah, I don't know if I could use those pumps the way I would use these pumps. Because these ones I could just throw liquid in. I think I could just, because I already have access to the empty barrel. Okay, I can craft these in electric. Okay. With electricity, that's good. So if I were to do that, I would need this lake to drain. How's our power stance doing? We're nowhere near max productivity. I mean, isn't it like one of these can in the base game, like one of these can handle 20 of these? No, it can hold 40 of them, 20. Holy crap. We're only at 1/4 of max power in the base game. Holy crap. Huh. Well, now, and we want to get this air compressor. So that way we could get infinite power. Now, smarter would be getting this. This is what would be smarter. Oh yeah, we could also just go straight to overclocked, which is a crafting speed of 1. Or this is a crafting speed of 1.25. And even more, and then this, okay. Huh. Crafting speed of 1 would make it very easy. I need to calculate how much I would need to make it an actual, because these have a crafting speed of 0.5, and it literally takes, so at 1 second, I need a calculator. So it takes 0.5 seconds to create 1 gear. The thing has a crafting speed of 0.5, so that's 1. So if I have so if I'm doing that divided by 0.5, that's 1. So if I did that for 4, okay, 4 divided by 0.5 would be 8. So if we have a crafting speed of 1 divided by 0.5, that's 2. Okay, 1.25 divided by 0.5, that's 2.5. Okay, so we can also get this, which it has better advanced steam compression, which uses the same amount of steam as this steam. This just takes forever to burn. So, let's see. Now then, let's get the turrets, because I'll be a quick tech. Get the walls, because that'll be a quick tech. Military. And there we go. Now we do need to get steel production. I don't want to touch steel yet because it's like I need 5 of these to feed 1 steel. So that's a slight issue. That I somewhat want to upgrade, so all my things to you guys. Let's just get 3. That way it's 1, 2, 3 again. And it's just constantly me doing things in 3s. And red tech's been upgraded. We'll just make 3 more. Here we go. We probably will end up using the overclocked more because it's an even number. Unless we're dealing with like 0.5 second crafting speeds. That way it's just, we get more material, well, intermediates produced. But if it's like this where it takes 6 seconds to craft, 5 and 6 seconds, that would just be easier to use in another object for certain. Gears. Well, what do you know? What am I standing next to? Gears. And now it's a circuit, so I do need to get my circuit production. Two. There we go. So we do need to get circuit production done. So that's going to be an intermediate that's probably going to be produced over on this side right here. Shipped over to here with let's see. Grab a couple of you. 1, 2. With it being mixed in here. And yeah. Because this line hasn't been used yet, and we would be using probably this second line. There we go. So that'll get, we'll probably produce them right here, or over here would be better. But anyway, guys, I've been streaming for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm actually going to end it here. I know technically, that's odd, but never mind. I know there was a large gap. I'm sorry for that. I had to go help around the house. So thank you guys for watching. This is episode 1 of this series. Next episode we'll probably get green tech done. I'm not going to live stream it like I did this one. I don't know. But all I do know is I'm glad to be back. I'm glad I'm on YouTube again. I'm glad that I'm going to be able to get some stuff done. I have videos ready to be encoded for you guys. I'm probably going to upload twice a week. I'm aiming maybe Friday for Factorio or Thursday. Monday and Friday seem like a good day to have videos uploaded. So hopefully you guys understand. Thank you guys for watching, and leave a like if you have. Subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we could actually reach 100 subscribers by summer. I'd love to see if we could even break 100, let alone break 60. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.